Oh, hi, doggy. What's new with you? So last night I saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and it was raw. Those of you who watch my Sunday episodes regularly know that my expectations were high. This is looking good. This is looking really good, I think. This is the type of Jurassic Park film I adore. Just smash it into our face, make it fun, make it all. This is a movie where I don't really care about realism. I just care about the tension, the suspense, the bombasticness of it all. I am looking forward to this very, very much. This is gonna be nice. And I was not disappointed at all. The film is directed by J.A. Bayona, who also brought us Monster Calls and The Orphanage. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard reprised their roles from the first Jurassic World, and somehow I actually felt that in this sequel, their chemistry actually strengthened. It already worked really good in the original Jurassic World, but this time you really, really felt their connection. This is also generally something that strengthens Jurassic World movies from the Jurassic Park movies, because you have characters in these films that you know from previous films. They keep returning, and somehow there is like more depth in the story with that, because you see these characters and you know them. It's not like they're introducing somebody new. Yet alone, how the film opens is incredible. Like, the first dinosaur you see is a fucking T-Rex that just, like, causes havoc. If anyone asks if Bryce Dallas Howard still runs around the entire film in her high heels, sadly, no.
You know, of course she wouldn't have sensible footwear on. You know, she worked in an office, and she that's how she dressed. You know, she's the woman who could probably run a marathon in heels and would prefer it. So yeah, that side of things, I had a difficult time kind of like wrapping my mind around it. But here's what I will say is that the way that Colin told me that the sequel was happening, like when it got greenlit, and that I was going to be in it, he texted me #NoHeels2018, and I was like, yeah, boy.
The first shot you see of her is her wearing those high heels, but generally throughout the entire film, it looks like she is wearing some Jimmy Choo shoes. Yeah, I know that. The film takes place 3 years after the original Jurassic World has happened, and now the dinosaurs are pretty much on this island with a volcano erupting on it, and they're endangered. And the main purpose of this film is to try to save these dinosaurs. But in the middle, this film takes a very unexpected turn, and it turns into something else I do not want to spoil for you guys. Since the movie has this generally dinosaur-friendly premise, the audience is pretty much always in the position where it's rooting for the dinosaurs in generally. The dinosaurs themselves, you feel more sorry for them than you actually are worried that they kill somebody. And when they kill somebody, it's actually a character that is a villain or something. And that makes this film so dinosaur friendly. So if you're like one of those people who really loves the dinosaurs and the Jurassic World movies in general, you are so going to love this, because they really make the dinosaurs shine in this one. And this is also where we come to the action in the movie. The dinosaurs really tear shit up in this one, and it is really nice to watch. The effects are incredible, the CGI is awesome, but what are you expecting? This is Jurassic World, of course the CGI is going to be amazing. While the cinematography in the first Jurassic World was pretty colorful, very green and red and bright in general, here it is a little bit more destructive and a little bit more grainy, a lot of brown, a lot of red and yellow. Like, you notice that it is so set up that this is the apocalypse for the dinosaurs and that they need to be saved. So I really liked the look of this movie. It seemed a lot heavier than the previous entries of the franchise. I was really looking forward to Jeff Goldblum reprising his role as Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park 2. And he does that, but you only see him a little bit in the beginning of the film and a little bit during the end of the film. And he's not really acting like his character, because for him to be acting like his character, I would expect a lot more ahs and ums.
See, the Tyrannosaur doesn't obey any set patterns or park schedules. It's the essence of chaos.
And unintentional comedy, like he was doing the character back in Jurassic Park 2. But nah, he talks very straight and very seriously about everything. So those of you expecting some laughs out of Jeff Goldblum and more appearances from him are going to be a bit disappointed.
Life finds a way.
What else bothered me very much is the thing that bothers me at almost every single PG movie. There's places in the film that invite so much gore. There's actually a scene where a dinosaur bites a guy's arm off, or when a dinosaur throws himself into someone and just tears them apart. There is not a drop of blood in any of these scenes, like not at all, and it just feels so unrealistic and stupid. But who am I to talk like it's Jurassic World? Everything in this movie is unrealistic, but I don't know. You know, I come from the horror genre. I enjoy my gore very much, so I'm hoping that there might be a cut of this movie released with a bit more guts. What else I didn't like was just how black and white the villains were portrayed. They were seriously like this.
Yeah, this will surely affect my inheritance. Yeah. Yeah.
And I would have made millions if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
It is so abundantly clear who the good guys and the bad guys are in this movie. Like, there is no gray area at all, which the first Jurassic Park ever did really well. This one really just takes it out of the park by how easy they show you who's the bad guy and who's the good guy. And another little thing I didn't like was the child actor. These kids in these movies are so replaceable, and their acting is awful. I don't understand why do they keep bringing in these kids who are always just so replaceable and act so awful. It is generally almost ridiculous. But finally, complaining about this film is just nitpicking, because I had a lot of fun. I would actually have to say it is my favorite entry of the entire franchise. Yes, that's how I'm going with this. I did like the first Jurassic Park a lot, but it was still at a time when CGI and effects were a new thing, and they couldn't take it to the levels they are taking the Jurassic World movies. So even though, like, I understand you nostalgic freaks who are like saying nothing's as good as Jurassic Park 1, I gotta admit, the Jurassic World movies, I like them a lot more. They're just bigger, more explosive, badder, more badass. And I really recommend everyone to check this out. Like, even people who just watch this for the horror movies I do and the so bad it's good movies I do. There's a lot of fun violence in this, and there's a lot of laughs you'll get out of it. It is incredible.